We make dresses for all kinds of women, which is actually a big part of why I enjoy working here. In terms of age range, the finished dresses, we start normally 14, 15 would be our youngest clients, and then all the way up to ladies in the 80s, which is just fantastic. And as it's an international business, we have clients from all over the world. So we will have a teeny weeny little Japanese lady to a more voluptuous American woman. And really, we work with all of them and make all of them look fantastic. In terms of prices, we cater for our dresses at the very top end of the market. So we would start, depending on what it is, probably at around £1,000, and then the sky's the limit. We have done dresses that are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 pounds. But it starts, you know, entry level would be for a simple Latin dress for us would be in that price range. But what is really important for us is the fact that these dresses have real value. The ladies either keep them as something they keep in their closet forever, like a wedding dress, or indeed they sell the dresses on. And this is important because the quality is really good and the fashion stands the test of time. They will often sell them on, and then they'll have a small expense, as it were. Every time they sell them on, they'll lose a little bit, but then they have a pot of money to put in to the next dress.
Well, we are one of the leading designers for ballroom and Latin dresses. I think the BBC found out about us and got us involved because we were very specialist in that area, as well. And then obviously with the sparkly costumes and the really bright fabrics, I think Dancing on Ice obviously got involved as well, as their ice dancing costumes for professional skaters. They use that kind of thing with the sparkles and the colours and stuff like that. So I think it's quite a mixture of interest there. Our work with Strictly has also interested other celebrities, such as Jo McDonald, who's doing a tour at the minute singing, and she wanted some really sparkly dresses to make herself, you know, appear magical on stage. So she came to us for some sequin gowns so that she could really sparkle in her final numbers.
I'm putting Swarovski crystals onto the dress to accentuate certain features. I'm filling out the lace on the dress to make it sparkle. They're all designed to be on a dance floor, and so you need to pick out certain parts of the dress. It's not particularly difficult, but it is quite time-consuming. Every single one's put on by hand, and they're put on one at a time. But I mean, the more you do it, the quicker you get at it.
My role here at the moment, I'm the head of production, where I take control of everything that comes into production from start to finish, oversee the works being done to customer specification, and make sure we meet all customers' deadline. Make sure that you have... I've started making my own dresses from my school days, wanted to look different from everyone else, so I tried to create my own stuff. My normal day involves the process of making sure that every dress that's been designed by the designers came through to production and been overlooked by me to make sure that whatever the customer and designer is asking for is possible with the fabric and with the time that we've been given. So I will go through with my colleagues in the production team and discuss everything that has been requested in the design pack with them and make sure that it's all possible. And we'll start from there, where the girls would take the dress pack, look at the design. We communicate with each other all through the process of making. So I would always check all the way through that the fit is correct, the interpretation of design is also correct to what's being requested from designers?
I think the first thing is you need to establish, to make a woman look good, who it is that she really is and who it is that she wants to be. Yeah, and so you need to really tap into that, and I think the closer those two are to each other, i.e. they want to be who they also are inside, well then you get to somewhere real, and then you can really make them look good.
Well, we can actually make dresses for anybody. We have a wide range of people come to us, ask for dresses, ball gowns. We've actually done wedding dresses here as well. So we do a dress for anyone who would like anything. When Sharon came to see me, we had a design talk. So I put Sharon in some dresses. I saw what she'd like to wear. I saw what talked to her about the kind of dance that she'd be doing, and we also looked at some dresses that we already got in stock so that she could see what she'd want. We talked about the colours. It's basically a design talk just to see what she'd like to wear, basically. So in the rumba, it's quite a romantic dance. So you do want something that moves really softly, and it's just a lovely movement to it. So you probably want like a Georgette or a satin chiffon to it, perhaps. But then, as you say, you're going into the samba. Is that right? So you want to get the Latin feel of it. Yeah. So for me, I mean, I like the idea of, to get a quick movement, fringe would be good.
So that all looks lovely for on top, but what about underneath the dress? What goes under it?
Okay, well, all our dresses are based on a leotard so that you feel very secure when you're dancing. And then the top dress of that, so everything that the glamorous look to on top, the top dress is actually attached to the leotard so that when you're moving, you can concentrate on your dancing, feel comfortable because you're all secure. You've got the elastic straps in that hold you in, you've got your nice sleeves so that you feel very comfortable when you're moving. Yeah. We'll definitely use sequins on it because this is actually a fabric that can be embroidered on, so you get the depth of the sequins, and it's good for, say, a crusty look for this. And the stoning and something really sparkly on that, so we can put stones on top of it as well, and then make that a big feature on the dress.
Oh, that's got lots of lovely stones on.
Yeah, this is something. I think this was one for Strictly Come Dancing as well. It was worn by Christina, and you know she loves her leotards.
Which is why it's so lovely and small.
Yeah, it is very small again. Lovely stoned on it as well. Lots of fringe, embroidery, and just covered in stones.
And again, this are all sewn on, are they?
These are all hand sewn, yeah. So
How does that take?
Well, that could take, stoning wise, I think a good few hours to do that. I mean, obviously if you've got a lot of jewel stones, that would take a lot longer. But all of these other stones are just spotted with glue and spotted on.
Being uncomfortable in a dress is really the worst thing. It's like wearing a pair of uncomfortable shoes. You go to a party and you can't think of anything than the fact that your feet are hurting, and the same thing with the dress. So being comfortable is the main thing. It doesn't matter how pretty the dress, if you don't feel great, you're just not going to perform great. Well, we have a lot of celebrities that are known in the general media, and then within dance sport, we also work with the dance sport celebrities, as it were. And what I think is interesting is that they all come at it from a similar angle, whether they're very famous on stage and screen, or a famous singer, or indeed a very famous ballroom dancer. Their need is to look fantastic because that's their job. You know, so even if they don't come from a dancing background, and let's say they have been a news presenter, the fact that the dress has to work for them is really important. And that's not because they try to be awkward, because most of them are actually not. It's because they're out there and it's their career on the line. They have to look good.
Basically, I do all the creative textiles on the dresses, so that might be hand painting on the dresses, might be dyeing fabric for the dresses or feathers, any kind of accessory dyeing. I dye pearls as well. Any kind of textual work on the dresses is the majority of what I do. We can dye all types of materials for the customers, provide all types of colours. We have a range of colours that we will do, but if they want a specific colour and they ask for, I'll try my best to provide the service for them and create the colour for them.
When I watch TV and someone is there performing in a dress created by us, I feel immensely proud. It's just wonderful. First of all, I think we do amazing things here, and I know it's all about a team effort, so I'm just really proud of being part of a team that creates such wonderful things. And it's also a thrill because I know what it feels like to be in a dress and be there, and you know how scary and exciting it feels at the same time. So I feel for the contestants in a way, and I say, yeah, I remember that. And then looking at the dress, as I said, I'm just very, very proud. I think we do amazing things.
I'd have to say that no matter what you're into when you're growing up, if it's maths or chemistry, work your hardest at it, because you never know, if you're into those random subjects, at some point in your life, you might find yourself working for a couture shop with lots of bling and accessories. And so the best thing to do, my advice would be, just whatever you do, work your hardest at it, because you never know where it's going to take you.